Welcome back to another episode of Yoga for Athletes. Come onto your mat into a kneeling position. Spine tall, shoulders and face relaxed. Start breathing deep and arrive on the mat. Inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. And set an intention for today's practice. Maybe it's more focus, maybe it's just something physical like strength, or you just want to enjoy this practice. Whatever intention you have for today, make this your own practice. Slowly open your eyes and come into a tabletop position. Shoulders above the wrists, hips above the knees, and start to rock back and forward to warm up the wrists. You can untuck your feet or keep your feet tucked, so you can stretch your toes while going back and forward. While rocking forward and back, make sure your back is straight and your core is engaged. Slowly release. Turn your hands around so that your fingers are pointing towards your knees. Spread your fingers, and your fingers should always grip the ground so you don't just put your weight onto your wrists. And go back and forward again. Please be gentle to yourself and don't push it too hard. Keep control of your breathing, so you want to still breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Release, and now bring the back of your hand to the ground, finger pointing to your knees, and also spread your fingers in this position. Make sure to not put too much weight onto your wrists, so most of your weight is on your legs, and gently rock back and forward. Also turn your biceps to the front of the mat, so your elbows are pointing backwards. Release, shake out your wrists, move your wrists, bring your hands to the ground and come into a downward facing dog. Reach your hips up high, keep your legs bent for now, and let your head hang heavy. So your vision goes between your legs. Close your eyes and come back to your breath. The most important for you in this position is to keep your shoulders engaged and your back straight. And it doesn't really matter if your knees are bent or if your heels touch the ground. With the next inhale, slowly roll forward into a plank position. Push away from the ground and also keep your fingers active, grip the ground, and your hips should be as high as your shoulders. And even though this position might get really difficult over time, try to keep the focus on your breathing. Every time your mind tells you, oh, how long do I have to hold this or anything like that, just come back to your breath and enjoy this position. And don't worry about how long you have to hold this position. Come back to the present moment with the breath as your guide. With the next inhale, shift the weight forward, and with the exhale, slowly come down into Chaturanga. Keep your arms bent, keep your elbows close, hold, and with the next inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, jump or walk to the front of your mat for forward four. Inhale halfway, keep your back straight, exhale, forward four. Inhale, bend your knees and slowly roll up to standing. Lift your arms up to the sides, palms together, and sit down into the chair. Make sure to keep your back straight and your arms and fingers activated. Breathe, engage your core, and make sure your knees don't pull together, so your knees should be hip width apart. With the next inhale, slowly lift your heels while staying in the chair position. Inhale here, and with the next exhale, slowly squat down fully. Bring your butt to the ground for boat pose. Chins are parallel to the ground, arms reach forward, and your back is straight. So push out your chest, keep your upper back straight, and breathe. Stay here, or with the next exhale, come into lower boat. With the next inhale, slowly lift up again, and with the next exhale, come down. Inhale up, exhale, go down. Inhale up, exhale, go down. Inhale up, exhale, down. Inhale, come up one more time and cross your legs. Roll over your knees and come back into a downward facing dog. Maybe you can straighten your legs more by now. Don't forget to reach your hips high and to keep your back straight. Calm down your breathing. Breathe in through the nose and exhale through the nose. Inhale, roll forward into a plank position again. Engage your core and breathe. With the next inhale, shift your weight onto your right hand and come into a side plank on the right side. Push your hips up high and roll your left hip a little bit more to the back. Breathe and pull your belly button in. With the next inhale, bring your left knee to your left armpit. Look to the front left corner of your mat and slowly step your left foot there. Lower down your right knee and lift up for low lunge. Reach your hands up, engage your core and push your pelvis to the front and down. To make this more of an active pose, pull your left heel and your right knee towards the middle of the mat. With the next exhale, bring your right arm to the front and your left arm to the back. Open your hands up and turn your chest to the left side of the room. With the next inhale, come back to low lunge again. Exhale, lower your hands down for half split. So straighten your left knee and pull your left hip back more. sure to keep your spine straight and fall forward. Also protect your knee by leaving a little bit of a bend in your left knee so you don't hyperextend it. Release with the next exhale and come back into a downward facing dog. With the next inhale, bend your knees, look to the front. Exhale, jump or walk to the front of your mat for forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly bend your knees and roll up to standing. Bring your hands up high. Exhale, sit down for chair pose. Squat deeper and make sure your knees are pointing in the same direction as your feet. Inhale, lift up your heels again. Keep a deep squat. Breathe. And with the next exhale, slowly lower down into a full squat. Bring your butt down for boat pose. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Twist to the right. Come back to the middle and twist to the left for Russian twists. Right, middle, left, middle, right, middle, left, middle. Keep going in your own pace, but make sure to keep your back straight. If you can't keep your feet up, just put your feet on the ground and keep twisting. From here, cross your shins and come back into a downward facing dog. Inhale, roll forward into a plank position. The next inhale, shift your weight onto your left hand and come into a side plank on the left side. Reach your right hand up high and also push your hips away from the ground. Slightly pull your belly button towards your spine and keep breathing. Inhale, pull your right knee towards your right armpit. Look to the right front corner of your mat and slowly step your foot to the right front corner. Lower down your left knee and come into a low lunge on the other side. To activate your leg muscles, pull your right heel and your left knee towards the middle of the mat. Reach your hands up higher and breathe. Inhale here, and with the next exhale, bring your left arm to the front, your right hand to the back, and twist your chest to the right side for an open twist. Keep breathing and use your core muscles to twist more towards the right side. Inhale to reach your arms up and exhale, lower your hands down for half split. So straighten your right leg, keep your back straight and pull back your right hip. Keep your right knee joint safe by keeping a little bit of a bend in your right knee. To get a more intense stretch, flex your right foot towards your right knee. Slowly release, bend your right knee and step back into a downward facing dog. Breathe and arrive in this position again. Inhale here, and with the next exhale slowly bend your arms, lower your face and chest down towards the ground for a Hindu push-up, and come back into a downward facing dog. Inhale here, exhale, lower down, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. And repeat, slowly lower down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale, lower down, inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Lower down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Connect the movement with your breath. Exhale, lower down, inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Lower down, up dog, down dog. Lower, up, down. Stay still and catch your breath. Inhale, roll forward into a plank position. Breathe. Exhale, lower your knees down and come into a child's pose. So bring your knees mat width apart, big toes are touching, and extend your arms forward. Slow down your breathing and come back to the present moment. Inhale, rise up into a tabletop position for cat and cow. Bring your shoulders above your hands and your hips above your knees. With the next inhale, slowly arch your back, look forward for cow. Exhale, round your back, tuck your chin to the chest for cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Keep doing this movement at your own pace. Stop in the cat position, and with the next inhale, lift your knees up, but keep your back rounded, tuck your chin, and engage your core muscles. So pull your belly button in to really activate those abs and get them burning. And even though this position gets really difficult over time, don't forget to breathe. With the next exhale, straighten your back and straighten your legs for downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up, and with the exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand for lizard lunge. And with the next inhale, reach your right hand up for twisted side angle. Stay here, or with the next exhale, lower down your right hand behind your lower back. Bring your right hand up again, and with the next exhale, straighten both legs and reach your right hand forward. Inhale, bend your right knee, reach back with the right hand. Exhale, reach forward, straighten both legs. Keep this movement going. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Hold here a little bit. Shift your weight forward and come into a warrior 3 position. Right leg down, left leg up. Stay here, or reach your left hand down and your right arm up for revolved half moon. Keep your left leg parallel to the ground and engage your core muscles. Slowly release, rise up to standing and bring your left foot onto your right thigh for standing pigeon pose. Squat down a little bit more to make this more difficult. With the next inhale, slowly rise up, release the pigeon pose and lean back forward into a warrior 3 position again. Reach both hands to the ground and step back into a downward facing dog. Find some stillness in this position. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Exhale, step your left foot outside of your left hand. Inhale, reach your left hand up for revolved side angle. And again, if you want more, lower down your left hand behind your lower back. Inhale, reach your left arm up, and with the next exhale, straighten your left leg, reach your left hand forward. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, reach forward, and repeat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, reach forward. Inhale, reach back one more time, and with the next exhale, straighten your left leg, reach forward. Bend your knee, shift your weight onto your left foot, and come into a warrior 3 position on your left leg. Reach your right leg higher, but at the same time lower down your right hip. Keep breathing. With the next exhale, slowly lower down your right hand, and with the inhale, reach your left hand up for revolved half moon. And here it's the same as in warrior 3, reach your right leg up, but keep your right hip down at the same time. Slowly release, lift up to standing without your right foot touching the floor, and come into a standing pigeon pose on the other side. Slowly squat down and make sure your right foot is activated and your left knee is pointing in the same direction as your left foot. Slowly release standing pigeon pose, come back to standing, come back into warrior 3, and from warrior 3 lower your hands down to come back into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, roll forward into plank position. Bring your attention back to your breathing. Make the breath your meditation object that keeps you in the present moment. Inhale, push your weight more forward. Exhale, slowly come down into a chaturanga position. Slowly lower down until your arms are bent 90 degrees and fully lower down to the ground. And come into a Sphinx pose. For Sphinx pose, bring your forearms to the ground, your elbows are underneath your shoulders, activate your glute muscles and lift up from your chest and your shoulders. Look to the front or slightly down in front of you. Inhale here, and with the next exhale, slowly release your belly down to the ground, your chest down to the ground, and shake out your hips from left to right. From here, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, elbows close to the body, tuck your toes, and with the next inhale, push up into a downward facing dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward, jump or walk to the front of the mat into a forward fold. Try to stay here for a moment, straighten your legs, maybe cross your arms and move in this position. So maybe bounce up and down or move from side to side. Stay here, or if you want to, slowly bring the back of your hands towards the ground and stand on them with your feet. Please be very careful in this position, so don't put too much pressure onto your hands. Bring it more onto the back of your feet and try to keep your legs straight. Bring your upper body more down and slowly release again. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fall forward. With the next inhale, bend your knees and slowly roll up to standing. Reach your hands up high. Exhale, come down into chair pose. Please watch your knees again, so don't bring them in too close and have them the same distance as your feet. Inhale, lift up your heels, come up high on your toes. Sit down a little bit lower. Bring your hips down and lower the hips completely down to the ground for boat pose. Shins stay parallel to the ground. Lift up your chest, straighten your back and keep breathing. Inhale here through the nose, and with the next exhale, slowly lower down your feet. Bring down your hands behind your butt, fingers pointing to the front of the mat, and lift up your hips high for a reverse tabletop. Really engage your glute muscles and reach your hips high, so your leg and your upper body keep a straight line. Look up towards the sky and bring your head back a little bit more. Breathe. Just a couple more seconds. And with the next exhale, shift the weight forward and bring your hips closer to the feet from where you started. And keep your hands at the same position so you open up your chest. Don't let the elbows flare out to the side, so pull them closer together. Lift up from the chest, and with each exhale, slowly bend your elbows. With the next inhale, slowly release. Bring your hands behind your legs and slowly roll down into a laying position. Lift up your left leg, put it onto your right knee for figure 4 position. Either grab the back of your leg or maybe even your shin. Also in this position, please activate your left foot, pull it towards your left knee, so you keep your left knee joint safe. Slowly release and switch sides. Right foot onto the left leg and figure 4 position on the other side. Slow down your breathing. Inhale here, and with the next exhale, slowly release from the figure 4 position. Slowly pull both knees towards your chest, so hug both of your legs and breathe deeply into your stomach. Inhale, and with the next exhale, slowly release. Bring your arms into a cactus pose position and let your knees fall to the right side. Maybe even look to the left side of the room so your whole spine is twisted. Release the tension. And slowly lift up your legs again and bring them to the other side, and maybe even look to the right side of the room. And slowly lift up your legs again. Bring your feet to the ground, bring your hands to the ground next to you for half Shavasana. Let go of the control of your breathing and just enjoy the moment for a few more minutes. Enjoy how your body feels right now. Thank yourself for joining this practice today, that you took time out of your day to do something for yourself, and show some gratitude towards yourself. This video will end now. Stay for a few more minutes. Thank you for joining the practice. I see you next time. Namaste.